Hi, I'm Stephen Hann from Archery Supplies. Today I want to look at the new sight from Axcel. It's called the Accutouch sight. Now it's not new, it's been on the market I think for 1 year, so I think it came out in 2016, maybe even 2015. But in 2017, Axcel have increased the range and added a lot more product to it. So I wanted to compare it against other products that I have and just go through some of the features with it. Now the Axcel Accutouch sight, what makes it unique and what it is, it's a single pin slider sight. So it moves up and down by grabbing this little thing on the side and moving it up and down. Now what makes it unique that the other sights don't have is these little dots on the side here. These little dots you set at each distance. So there's, in this sight, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins, 6 little things. You'd set each of these 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters, 50 meters, 60 meters. So let's say you're shooting 3D archery and you go up to the target and it's 10 meters. You just slide it until it clicks and you know that's 10 meters. So you still have the option of a sight scale on the side here. And with the Accutouch, you can see it's at 45 degrees. So if you're behind the target, it's directly looking at you. So you'd have your 15, 20, still marked on a bit of white paper there on the side. So that's a little bit unique. So you've got the two little scales. There's one on the side for little clicks, and there's one scale on the side. Now the sight comes either in the Pro version, which is a carbon detachable bar. So it's like a target setup, and it's a standard Axcel sight. So whether it's the target sight or the hunting sight, it just slides in and clicks. Now the carbon bar is nice and light. Or it comes with this direct mounting. This one's got the Harmonic dampener, so they call it the HD, or it comes without the HD model. So with the Accutouch series, there's basically 3 types of mounting. This is called the Pro version with the carbon, HD with the direct mount, Harmonic dampener, or the direct mount. Now price point difference on the 3 mountings, just roughly. The Harmonic dampener at about $40 for the Harmonic dampener to the one without the Harmonic dampener, and add about $100 for the carbon bar over the direct mount bar. Now that's up to you whether you need this detachable system. Now the advantage of a detachable sight system, one, you can detach it. So when you're basically moving, so when you're transporting your bow or stuff, you can take your sight off the bow quick and easy. You can fit different sights, so you may have a hunting setup for your bow, and you may have a target setup, so you may have 2 different sights. Same bow, 2 different sights. It's up to you whether you use direct mount or not direct mount. And you'll see the competitors, which I'll go through in a second, have the same options with direct mount or non-direct mount. The Axcel sight, the Accutouch sight, comes in either a single pin version. Now it does have the option of different pin colors. The pin colors are green, red, yellow and blue as options. And it does come in the option of single pin or multi-pin here. Now the multi-pin version is quite significantly more because each pin is micro adjustment. So I think ballpark for the multi-pin adjustment over the single pin is maybe $150. Just check the website for that. The sight is adjustable from left to right-handed just by turning upside down, and the scope is fully adjustable from left to right through changing the little level and moving it to there. So left and right, just move it upside down. Obviously the little thing just moves upside down. The stickers will be around the wrong way, but that's life. I think on the multi-pin version, there is a left-handed version of it as well. Now for 2017, Axcel is doing this sight without a scope option, which is, let's say, $150 cheaper. With a standard, this is the AX version scope. You can fit a lens to it. Or the new AV system, which is a crosshair pin system. They all take the same standard screw-on systems. I think the AV scope, you can actually screw on more to it. And prices will be up on that. Now when you're looking at this type of sight, this sort of sight is not cheap. So price point on this, well, roughly, and please check the website, a standard bolt-on Accutouch sight, probably in the vicinity of about $380. This version, which is the Carbon Pro, probably towards the $500. Now, that's quite expensive, but it does come with this scope mechanism, which is valued at around $130 odd. Now, it doesn't come with a lens, you've got to buy the lens separate. They take standard lenses that are available from various manufacturers, or you can use their own lens, and they use Doc's Choice lenses on theirs. So Axcel is also doing this sight without a scope for 2017, so you take about $150 odd off the sight. So I think this sight without the harmonic dampener, I'm sorry I haven't done the price yet, but in memory it was about without the scope is probably around $300. This one is probably $500 with it, so probably take off about $100, so probably $400 without it, and then you can fit your own scope to it. Now the competition, so they are still expensive even without the scope, but it is a high quality product. Now the competition for this, there are single pin sliders, but which are lower cost, and they even go right down to $75. But I've stuck to the ones with the knobs on the side, because it's basically easy adjustment. Now this is a Spot Hogg. This is called a fast heady. It comes with a direct mount attachment or a detachable mount like the Accutouch, but it is metal. Fairly heavy system, and Spot Hogg's a very durable company. Price point on this item is, it comes with a scope. Price point on this item, probably about $270. So cheaper than the Axcel. Now what's the difference between the Spot Hogg and the Accutouch version? Well, one, you don't have the clicks on the side, so it doesn't click into place. So with your fast eddy, it just slides up and down here, so basically it just moves into place. So you need a sight tape on the back. Now when you're also looking at this, you've got a little pin there, just there, and that you put your tape along the back there. Is it easier than 45 degrees? I don't know. To me it's pretty similar. Overall, the quality, probably the Axcel has got the better scope. There's nothing wrong in my opinion with the Spot Hogg scope. The Axcel scope allows for more options to be fitted, although the Spot Hogg system does allow a shade to be fitted, but not to the front. You can still fit a lens to the Spot Hogg system, but a little bit cheaper. So I'd say it's a little bit more weight involved. Now the mechanism itself, how this sight works. This works on this is a nylon thing, and it moves on a gear system here. So it just moves up and down on a gear system. Now the Accutouch system, whether you like it or not, that's debatable, it works on a friction system. So this is a nylon based housing here, and it runs on, and I'll see if I can just detach it. No, I can't, because there's little bolts, there's little screws somewhere holding this thing in place to stop it sliding out. But in here, in there, there's a little knurl thing, and it provides friction against this here. Now the problem is, if you lock this down, and there's a lock system on the side here, and you try and move it, you can physically move it, but you're putting more pressure on that plastic, on the nylon, and basically you'll get a little bit of slippage with it, because it's not like the system on Spot Hogg, which is a knurling, which is a cog system. So it is possible you can get more slippage with this. And I did have one person return one to me. He said, look, I'm getting a little bit of slippage down the bottom. Now with this thing here, this is the lock system. you can actually increase the tension on how much it pushes into the nylon system. So all I did was I increased the tension on it and I sent it back to him. I don't know if he was happy with that or not, but that's what it's there for. Now, I've sold a stack of these, and honestly, I've probably had one or two back. I only remember the one in WA because that's the tension there, and he hadn't adjusted it. It's just got that little grub screw there to adjust it, so you loosen it off, put a bit more tension on, and it's good to go. To me, it's going to be an issue if you lock it, then try and move it. So I tend, like for hunting, I wouldn't lock it. It's not going to move on you, so I just leave it be friction set. So Accutouch. The other company who's big on single pin sights is HHA. This is the Kingpin, detachable. There's a scope for it. Price point on this, it's more expensive than the Accutouch variety. It works on a system here, so very much like the Spot Hogg system. This is top of the line for HHA, about $500, and it has a magnifier system there so you can read off your sights. More weight involved than the Accutouch, and this time the knurl system, it runs on a little brass, you can see the little brass teeth there it runs on. So basically with time that's not going to wear. It also has a 3D axis. The way Axcel gets the 3D axis here is by moving this backwards and forwards, which is second axis is there, third axis should be second, third. Oh, sorry, third axis is just there. I'm hoping I can zoom that in. Third axis, just there. Third axis. Sorry, did I get it? Third axis is just there. So they have the third axis there. So your Axcel sight has everything you need for a target sight or a hunting sight. And just check out the other varieties. But this year, Axcel, great company. They make true ball release aids, very high quality. They make the best target sights on the market. As far as I'm concerned, the Axcel, it achieved target sights, and you know, at most tournaments, most people are shooting them. That's the product. And this year it comes in heaps of variety, so I don't even know how shops are going to stock it. I mean, I had a customer today say, you haven't got a blue one in X41, and no, I don't. I don't have a blue lens in an X41. To get Axcel in, it's a family company about Axcel. Mum and dad set it up, daughter and husband there, the niece is there. I'm probably doing the company a bit of disservice by saying this, but it's an in-house company, and they're very, very passionate about the quality of their product, about delivering high quality products, and they're very much focused on target. When I say target, high-end, high-quality target shooting, and they bring that across into the hunting market. So Brandon, one of the, I don't know what his title is there, you know, former or still a professional archer in America. It's a very, very high-quality product. I think I really like this click system for hunting. So, and I like the weight of it. It's not heavy. It's definitely lighter than the counterparts. The scope system, I'm going to say it's probably better than the other two. Not that there's anything wrong with HHA or Spot Hogg. Both great companies as well. And when you go and choose a site, check out all the different companies out there and make your own decision about what you think is best. So I'm Stephen Hann from Archery Supplies. I hope I've answered the standard questions you're going to ask about single pin top end sights versus I haven't gone down to the cheaper end, which is just the moving single par. And yeah, hopefully that's helped you out a bit. Thank you. Bye.